Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. I am the Golden Light Goddess, and I am here today to do a general reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of March 2018. Now, we are starting out the month with your card from last month's reading, which this month is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this card represents your overall energy for the month of March. And you're looking pretty good here, Gemini. You're moving forward, moving on, accepting help and healing from others. You're rejoining the world and releasing emotions. So that's what this Five of Cups in the reverse signifies, is a move forward. In the upright, this Five of Cups, this guy is pretty much crying over spilled milk is what this card is all about. And in the reverse, again, it's letting go of all the things that have been holding you back, and sorrow, guilt, all of those things, and just moving forward. So that is how you're starting out the month of March here. Today I am doing a 4-card reading, just like the reading from last month, which worked out pretty well with a very slight deviation there. Alright, so I'll be using 2 decks this month. The primary deck is Cat Black's Golden Tarot, and then our guidance card will come from The Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading then for March. Giving thanks in advance to all that is loving, all that is true, for crystal clear clarity, vision, and wisdom for the sign of Gemini. Calling on my guides, spiritual teachers, helpers, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Gemini. Asking for clarity and wisdom as we look at the energies impacting the sign of Gemini in the month of March 2018. Asking for 4 cards that represent the energies surrounding the sign of Gemini coming into the month of March 2018. Sign of Gemini, March 2018. All right, that feels pretty good. So let's go ahead and give the cards a cut there, Gemini. See what we come up with. What 4 cards are in store? We have relationships, abundance, your challenge, and the outcome. All right. Again, we're working with 4 cards this month, and your primary card being the Five of Cups coming up in the reverse, indicating that you're moving forward and moving on. So let's take a closer look here at your relationship sector, Gemini, for the month of March. All right, so we do have the Empress coming up in the reverse here. So the Empress in the upright is all about, you see here in this card, we have a fairly happy looking lady holding a baby. It's all about birth. It's all about birthing your highest potential. It's about abundance and really moving on there. Now, when we see the Empress in the reverse, it means, and it's in your relationship. Let me get the card centered here. It's in your relationship sector, this Empress in the reverse. So that means that there's some dependence on others. This could also signify fertility issues. So there could be a lot of effort going into producing a child, or it could be a very one-sided type of situation where either you're having to depend on your mate or perhaps your mate is having to depend on you. So again, in the relationship sector here for the sign of Gemini, we do have the Empress coming up in the reverse. Now, next up we have your abundance area. In the area of abundance, we do have the Four of Coins coming up in the upright. Now, when we talk about coins, when we talk about abundance, first of all, abundance can mean many things. You could have an abundance of friends, an abundance of coins. And when we talk about coins, we want the highest possible coin here in our abundance area. And here we have the Four of Coins. And this is about being vulnerable in your mindset when it comes to finances. Of course, it's not the highest coin, right? So it signifies to me that there is some potential lack, perhaps in the area of finances, that Geminis will have to contend with in the month of March. This could also mean that you're holding on to your money. You're making decisions relating to funds that, anything that directly impacts you when it comes to your money. You're being very wise, very cautious when it comes to money in the month of March is really what I'm picking up here. A lot of caution, a lot of hesitation, and that's not necessarily gonna be a bad thing, but it just means that you're very focused on keeping your money and perhaps from going out as much, keeping it very close to you in the month of March is what I'm picking up there for Gemini. All right, so when we move into your challenge section here, you indeed do have a challenging card here coming up. It's the Ten of Wands coming up in your challenge position. Now, tens are all about completion. They're about cycles, completing in the process. It's also about taking a break, saying no when you have to, right? This guy here in this card is, he's carrying all of his wands and he's looking rather, tired and pressed down. Wands are also your material world, things that matter to you. So again, really feeling like here, this is about taking a break, which brings me back to your overall energy. And this is coming up in the challenge position, which says to me that you'll be challenged to take time out, after, because you have all of these wands that you're trying to balance. So resting may not be something that you're doing a lot of in the month of March, okay? Because this is coming up as a challenge card, and it does signify some lightening up here, a completion, a cycle completing. But I'm really feeling that the challenge for Geminis in the month of March will be to not focus so heavily on these wands and to lean into this overall energy here. You have an energy of letting go coming into the month of March. So we want to, this challenging card that you have with the Ten of Wands, we want to balance that out and allow yourself to rest from things that typically would cloud your mind or cloud your judgment or cloud your thought patterns. You do have the energy here of letting this go, of healing, forgiveness, and just moving forward. So use that energy coming into the month of March to deal with any challenges that you may face with materially based items or subject matters. All right, so in the outcome card, you do have the Knight of Cups coming up in the reverse. Now, knights typically bring us messages, and when we see the Knight coming up in the reverse in this way, we are really looking at messages and also cups, emotional messages here. So this Knight of Cups is really kind of moody and romantic, has romantic hopes. So there could be a message. What I'm picking up on this card right now is there could be a message coming in for Geminis in the month of March that has an emotional tie to it. And this message could impact not only your emotions, but the way that you're thinking. So I don't pick up anything negative per se coming from this card. The card that gives me, seeing that you're holding on to your money a little closer in March is not necessarily a rough thing, but this Ten of Wands in your challenge position really also signifies some stress, exhaustion, too many responsibilities here. So this card is of concern because it comes up in your challenge position. So Spirit is encouraging you to utilize and incorporate the energies that are available for you in the month of March with this letting go and forgiving. And this card, the Empress, coming up in the reverse in your relationship sector also gives me pause, because again, this card signifies either you're depending on someone else too much or someone's depending on you. So there's a need to bring some balance here in the relationship sector is what I'm picking up. And again, this could also signify fertility issues, trouble or issues with conceiving. So that may be what some Geminis are dealing with in the month of March. All right, so that feels complete there for the sign of Gemini. Let's go ahead now and pull one additional guidance card here from the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And if you've watched my channel, then you know that this is one of my favorite oracle decks to use. I think it's very bright, brilliant. It has beautiful messages in it. So let's go ahead and take a look now and see what additional card. Let's ask Spirit for one additional card for the sign of Gemini for the month of March. Asking for one additional guidance card for the sign of Gemini. There we go. All right. Thank you. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have. You have Lord Shiva coming into your reading for the month of March. Lord Shiva is about transcendence. It says, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. And that is just perfectly in alignment with the overall energy coming in for the sign of Gemini for the month of March. Here we have this letting go, this forgiveness. And here you have Lord Shiva coming in, telling you or encouraging you to honor that inner force, honor your ability to be forgiving, your ability to let go. And the steps are being given. So there's not a lot of I'm looking back to this challenging card. I'm drawn back to your challenging card of the Ten of Wands, where we have this stress and exhaustion here. So instead of stressing and wearing yourself out with worry, know that the steps will be given to you. You will be able to transcend your current situation and see through to a better day if you are faced with these challenges, this challenging energy in the month of March. All right. So that does conclude your reading for Gemini for the month of March 2018. As always, I thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you do like my videos, I do appreciate your likes and your comments as well. And so until next month, namaste.